tree roots grow stronger because once they've been pruned, it's like trying to shape a hedge, your rose bush, and when they cut, they grow back thicker, and it's no different for the tree roots. You cut them, they grow back thicker and stronger, and they'll eventually crush your pipes. The tree roots are just going to keep coming. They're looking for, here we are in the dry and arid continent, and the trees are just looking for moisture and nutrients. They're just going to keep coming. So if you cut them, they're going to keep coming. They'll grow thicker and stronger. They'll surround your pipes. They could even break the pipes. So it's important that we apply Vaporooter to the pipes to maintain the life of that particular asset. And the sewer is an asset to your property. You can't live without it. By simply relaying the pipe, as we've done here, we till the soil, we loosen the soil, so it's easier for the tree roots to travel through rather than hard and compacted and virgin soil. So the roots will travel through the soil that's been tilled, and there's condensation in the pipe, so that even if you run warm water down the pipe, even on a cold day, the water inside the pipe is warmer, and it puts condensation onto the top of the pipe. And the roots, we've found over the years that the roots actually grow in through the joints of the pipes, which are 2 or 3 foot long. They grow in through the top of the pipe. They grow in through the old split cement joints, and they go for the condensation on the top of the pipe. And that's how they start. And they'll start as fine as your hair, and then they'll grow to, well, any diameter really. We've pulled out roots that are as thick as your arm and 10 metres long, and larger in some cases. So that's an extreme example. So the roots grow in through the cracks, and they grow through the top after the condensation, as I've suggested, and then they get down into the pipes, and as they grow longer, they'll grow into the flow of water that's primarily on the bottom of the pipe. So generally they grow from the top, they hang down into the pipe and get into the flow, and then the blockage is caused because as the roots get thicker and larger and stronger, as we've outlined, then they restrict the flow of toilet paper and everything else that runs through the sewer pipe, and that's how blockage starts. At least 80 to 90% of the block drains that we attend to are caused by tree roots. The reapplication of Vaporooter is incredibly important because the roots are just going to keep coming back. It's a treatment that wears off, and so it needs to be reapplied annually, because once the treatment wears off, the roots are just going to go straight back to that constant source of nutrients. We flush our loo, have a shower, run water down the sewer every single day, and they want that moisture and they want that nutrient. So if you don't keep applying Vaporooter, the trees will regrow into the pipes and they'll strangle those pipes. The pipes are in the ground is cold. Any water running through your plumbing appliances is warmer because it's been in the air. So once it hits the ground again, it creates condensation, which, as we all know, sits on the top of the pipe, and that's where the roots come in, because they go for that moisture or condensation on top of the pipe. Most of the old earthenware pipes that are around your average Sydney or Australian home have cement joints, and literally it's just that, it's a sand cement mix, and when the pipes are backfilled after excavation, they can literally be cracked from there. So it's a simple and very fragile method of jointing. We don't do that anymore, but that's what's causing every single joint in a 2 to 3 foot long pipe to be a point of entry for tree roots, because every single cement joint will have some form of cracking in it. And it's not unusual to pull out a length of roots from a sewer line that's not unlike a horse's tail, if that paints a picture. Mm-hmm. And they can be literally as thick as a man's arm and 10 metres long, depending on how long it is that they've been cut or the diameter of the pipes. There's quite a few variables on stuff like that. That bird just dropped on my head.